Welcome to ASEAN. When you think about Southeast Asia, you are likely to think about beautiful beaches, architecture, and even street food. But today we are here to talk about one of the most successful organizations in the entire developing world, that is ASEAN.
Singapore welcomed a larger vehicle so that it could conduct relations with Malaysia and Indonesia. An organization of 5 partners meant there were 2 other partners that helped Singapore relate to Malaysia and Indonesia in a new situation.
The story of ASEAN started in 1967.
On August 8, 1967, 5 leaders, the foreign ministers of Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand, sat down together in the main hall of the Department of Foreign Affairs building in Bangkok, Thailand.
Can you guess who were those 5 foreign ministers?
The 5 foreign ministers are Adam Malik of Indonesia, Narciso Bamos of the Philippines, Tun Abdul Razak of Malaysia, Sinnathamby Rajaratnam of Singapore, Thanak Komar of Thailand. They were subsequently hailed as the founding fathers of ASEAN and they signed a document. By virtue of the document, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, abbreviated as ASEAN, was born. The 8th of August is now celebrated as ASEAN Day. The document that the 5 ministers signed would be known as the ASEAN Declaration or the Bangkok Declaration. The ASEAN Declaration contains 5 articles and states the basic principles of ASEAN, which are cooperation, amity, and non-interference. The 5 foreign ministers spent 4 days in the relative isolation of a bench resort in Bakshi. They negotiated over the document in the decidedly informal manner, which they would later delight in describing as courtship diplomacy.
Why don't 5 leaders meet ASEAN?
The aim is to improve economic, political security, social-cultural cooperation among its member states. Moreover, the creation of ASEAN was initially motivated as a display of solidarity against communist expansion in Vietnam and the communist insurgency within their own borders.
So what really happened after ASEAN was born?
After ASEAN was born, Indonesia would fully restore diplomatic relations with Malaysia and soon after that with Singapore. That was by no means the end to intra-ASEAN dispute, for soon the Philippines and Malaysia would have a falling out on the issue of sovereignty over Sabah. Many disputes between ASEAN countries persist to this day, but all member countries have deeply committed to resolving their differences through peaceful means and in the spirit of mutual accommodation. Every dispute would have its proper season, but it would not be allowed to get in the way of the task at hand. At the end, the essential task was to lay the framework of regional dialogue and cooperation.
In 1976, the first ASEAN summit was held in Bali, Indonesia, resulting in an agreement on several industry projects and the signing of a treaty of amity and cooperation and a declaration of concord. In 1984, Brunei joined ASEAN's 6th member. In 1994, ASEAN established the ASEAN Regional Forum, ARF, which is focused on security interdependence in the Asia-Pacific region. Besides, ASEAN member states, the present participants include Australia, Canada, China, European Union, India, Japan, South Korea, North Korea, Mongolia, New Zealand, Pakistan, Papua New Guinea, the Russian Federation, and the United States. In 1995, Vietnam joined ASEAN as the 7th member. Laos and Myanmar joined as the ASEAN's 8th and 9th member in 1997. 1997 also marked the 30th anniversary of ASEAN. In 1998, the two-day ASEAN Summit opened in Hanoi, Vietnam. Cambodia was admitted formally. The ASEAN nations approved the Hanoi Action Plan, which is a 34-point declaration that emphasized on economic recovery based on free market policies. Also in 1998, the ASEAN Investment Agreement happened in the Philippines. In 1999, Cambodia joined ASEAN as the 10th member. From the year of 2001, the ASEAN Summit has taken place annually. It is a meeting of the head of state and the government to discuss current problems and to find out the best possible solution. In 2007, ASEAN signed a charter giving its 10 member states a legal identity, which is a first step towards its aim of a free trade area by 2015 called the ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint in the Philippines. In 2010, a free trade agreement between China and 10 members of the ASEAN comes into effect. The 6 richest members scrap tariffs on 90% of the goods. The 4 poorest, which are Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar, will not need to cut tariffs to the same level until 2015. 2022, Timor-Leste received observer status in the ASEAN.
Let's talk about economy.
The average economic growth of member states from 1989 to 2009 were between 3.8% and 7%. This was greater than the average growth of APEC, which were 2.8%. ASEAN planned to establish a single market based upon the 4 freedoms by the end of 2015, with the goal of ensuring free flow of goods, service, skilled labor, and capital.
Let's talk about the culture.
The organization hosts cultural activities in an attempt to further integrate the region. These include sports and educational activities, as well as writing awards. Examples of these include the ASEAN Center for Biodiversity, ASEAN Heritage Parks, and the ASEAN Outstanding Scientists and the Technology Awards. In addition, the ASEAN region has been recognized as one of the world's most diverse regions ethnically, religiously, and linguistically.
Today, ASEAN has achieved significant success as an intergovernmental organization in the developing world. It plays an important role in fostering regional cooperation, economic growth, and political stability among its member states.
ASEAN's commitment to peaceful diplomacy and economic integration has led to its success all over the world. However, it still faces the ongoing challenges of human rights issues and managing regional disputes.
Overall, ASEAN's journey has been remarkable, but it continues to evolve and adapt to the changing dynamic in Southeast Asia.
So, what do you think about Asia?